Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back. So just finishing the other races for this group of the Diecast Rally Racing Showdown event. I know it's a bit later than planned. I did say that the latest would be the starting time of 1 p.m. today, but then one of my appointments was canceled today. Well, the only appointment I had was canceled today, so that's why I'm able to actually start it later than planned, because if I had said appointment, it probably wouldn't be able to happen. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get into the racing. There's only 3 races left. Each of them are 4 laps long. The 2 playoff races are only 2 laps long. 3, 2, 1, go. On to lap 2 of 4. Lap 3 of 4. Wow, what's happening? They are falling really far behind. Somehow they catch up, but will it be enough? No, it's not. Hyundai clearly wins that race and tried a second yet again. Subaru gets third and Ford is last. That's not good for Ford. I'll tell you that. So far, it looks like the standings haven't really changed much. Subaru is now up to 4 points. Ford and UK is up to 2 points. Yep, someone's here and then they keep leaving. Hyundai and South Korea are now up to 8 points. Subaru and Japan are up to 6 points now. Alright, well, let's see what happens this time when we switch a few cars around. 3, 2, 1, go. One more lap to go. Final lap of this race. That was pretty close, but Hyundai narrowly edges out Toyota yet again. That was close. Oh, and Subaru just edges out the Ford again. And for 3 races in a row, it's the same standings. That Ford just can't seem to get third place somehow. All right, well, it's the last race. Subaru is hoping that Hyundai does not win. I mean, the thing is, if Hyundai somehow ends up getting, even last place with 1 point, and Toyota wins it with 4, then they would tie. But I can't have a tie for points, so because of that, that means those 2 would have to do a bonus race to see who would be first place overall before the playoffs would happen. Or we just have a tie for points and then I guess just do the 2 playoff races, because as of this rate, Ford's going to be eliminated. Well, let's see what happens here. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway through this race, which is the final one. 1 more to go. Whoa. And how did Toyota win that race? That was crazy. Subaru's going to take second. Ford gets third, and Hyundai somehow is last. Wow. I mean, that actually happened. So Hyundai gets 1 point. Toyota gets 4. The Ford gets 2 points. Subaru gets 3. So Subaru is actually going to advance. Had Subaru been last place 1 race, then we would have had a tie for last place, meaning that we would have had to do 2 separate tie racing events for the races. But luckily that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, Ford is eliminated. these three will advance. But now since we have a tie for points, that'll be interesting because it's looking like Hyundai or Subaru or Ford could win. Well, see, the thing is, if somehow Subaru wins one race, then we would have another tie, kind of. Because even if Toyota gets third place, which is 3 points, so yeah, just oh, someone's here. I think he's here now for real. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, Brendan. Hey, Brendan. Thanks for stopping by. So Brendan, I'm into the playoff races now. Sushi Boy, hey, thanks for joining, buddy. So this is the playoff races. It's 2 races. They're 2 laps long now. We actually have a tie for first place between Toyota and Hyundai. So it'll be interesting to see which company and car manufacturer wins for this Diecast rally racing event. So yeah. I don't know who's going to win this, actually. There's 3 people here now. That's even better. Now, the thing is, because there's only 3 cars left, the points are still the same, 4, 3, and 2. There's no last place, so no cars will be getting 1 point anymore. It's just 4, 3, and 2 points. However, the only thing that could happen is if Toyota and Hyundai win the 2 races. If Hyundai wins this and Toyota wins, my day's going pretty well. Thanks for asking. Anyways, if Hyundai and Toyota win the 2 races, then they would both get 4 points. Because, technically, if Hyundai wins one race and Toyota wins the other, meaning that neither of them could get last place somehow, they would just switch first place in the 2 races. Then we would have a tie for first place again for points somehow, and hopefully that doesn't happen. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, what happened there? Well, it's final lap. Hyundai wins the first one, followed by Toyota second. Oh, well, there was 3 people here. Now we're down to 1. Brendan, you still in the live? Yeah, Ford and UK got eliminated with 5 points, so they will not be continuing. Okay, that's good to know. And there's 2 people for now. Right, so after that race, it'll be interesting because technically, even if Hyundai does get last, which is 3 points, and that thing wins, which is 4 points, then they would actually tie. I just realized that. Yeah, so if Toyota wins and Hyundai gets second, then we would have a tie for first place, but then that would cause a bonus race to really declare the winner. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it could. Actually, we'll have him start here and him down there. All right, let's see what happens in this race now. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, final lap. Toyota wins and Hyundai second. We're going to have a tie for first place. There's 3 people here now. I'm not sure who the third person is, though. Third person keeps coming and going. I don't know who they are because, again, I know that they're watching it. I just don't know who they are because they're not in the chat mode. I'm not saying they have to do the chat mode, but you know. All right, thanks for stopping by, Sushi Boy. Let's see. Yeah, so if somehow the worst scenario happens, Toyota and Hyundai tie for first place for points. They both have 20 points now. That's not good. Subaru is out of the running because it only got 3 more points, putting it up to 15. Brendan, can you believe 2 cars are tied for first place? I was not expecting that to happen. Well, Subaru gets third. Yep, 15 points. Brennan, who do you think's going to win between the 2 remaining cars? Will it be Hyundai in South Korea with the i20 rally car, or Toyota in Japan with the Yaris rally car? I'm honestly not sure who's going to win it all. It'll be interesting to see who wins, and yes, this Toyota does actually have clearance, as you can tell, on the car, so that's pretty cool. Yes, it's a Jamaica premium car, so that's why it has that. The Hyundai doesn't really have clearance. The wheels are pretty much like that. See, look at the 2 cars' different ground clearance. All right, well, it's a 1 lap race. This will decide who's first and who's second. Now, because there's only 2 cars, I don't want to say the points are doubled, because if they were, then that wouldn't be fair, because then first place would get 8 points and second place would get 6 points, meaning that someone would win by a point difference. But to be honest, even though they would win by 2 points difference, actually, if I do 4 and 3 points, it's still a 1 point difference either way. So yeah, we're having a bonus race, which normally should not be happening in this Diecast Showdown rally racing events for the racing. That is. All right, let's get on to this bonus race. 3, 2, 1, go. Hyundai wins it in the final bonus race. It was kind of close, but not really close. Well, I'm deciding on doing something so special that you might find it a shock. I actually want to race the top 3 cars from each group into combined groups. However, because it would be 6 cars in total, and I can't do 6 cars at once, I would be basically racing the 3rd place cars against each other. Now, this isn't for points standings, because then it would be adding more points to the cars, causing each group to have new first place cars. Actually, the Hyundai is overall. This Hyundai is actually overall first place because of the bonus rate. I mean, had it won the 4 races, that would have been 16 points, and then the other 2 would have made it 24. But because there was a tie for points after 6 races somehow, which I wasn't expecting there to be, then we had to do a bonus race. So actually, this Hyundai does get first place overall out of both groups combined. Well, for first place, that is, because first place from the other group got 23 points. That one got 24 points. So, yeah. All right. Time to do the third place race and see which third place car is better. Now, technically speaking, this one got 2 more points than this one did. This one got 15. This one got 13. Hold on. This is second place. That's not right. This is right. So this one got 15 points. This one got 13 points. So, I mean, technically, since it's only a 1-lap race, and there's only 2 cars, it's not really to decide who's first and second place. So because of that, it wouldn't be 4 and 3 points. It would be a 1 and 2 point battle. But really, it's just a 1 point battle. So it kind of wouldn't make sense to add points because it would just give. I mean, if this car wins, it would get 14 points. And if this car fails, it would get 0 because I know before I said cars won't get 0 points, but technically in this racing terms, actually, no, this is the 2 point battle. So actually, if he wins, he would get 2 points. If he doesn't win, he gets no points. And then they would be tied for third place overall for points. So you can tell that's why I don't want to add the points because then it would favor one car over the other. But who do you have winning this race? Volkswagen in Germany or Subaru in Japan? Brendan, who do you think is going to win this race? It's not a points battle because technically if it was, both of these cars would be tied for third place overall between the 2 groups, and I don't want that to happen because then we'd have to do another race. So yeah, it's a just for fun race. I'm actually doing this trying to figure out who's the best car between both groups combined without messing up the point system. Because then if I was to add the points, then it kind of would be silly because, one car is going to get eliminated either way. So who do you think is going to win, Brendan? Volkswagen in Germany or Subaru in Japan? Three, 2, 1, go. Whoa. Volkswagen comes back at the end, and somehow the Subaru just randomly has a weird malfunction at the end and just goes off course. That's interesting. That's weird. There can't be imaginary oil on the track because there's no way that could have happened, but something caused the Subaru to start drifting, and then it went off course a bit, and then slid, and then crashed into a tree. Because there are actually some trees on this track. But, right in this area, the only trees would be over there. Oh, there's 2 people here now. And 2 thumbs up. That's really great and appreciated. Well, Volkswagen does win that race, but the imaginary racing people are going to say something interesting happened causing that Subaru to go off course. And they're saying that the race was going to be suspended and neither car has officially won or lost because of the interesting action that happened to the Subaru at the end. Because they're not sure if the Subaru just decided to drift and spin off course or if something caused it to do that. Because the Volkswagen couldn't have planned that because it was way far behind. Aha, I knew it. Some imaginary fan put oil in this area, causing the Subaru to drift off course, and they caught him for cheating to help the Volkswagen win. I'm sorry, but that fan is suspended for trying to favor and help the Volkswagen. He is now disqualified and automatically ejected from watching the race. And it's that fan right there, the one in the blue shirt with the brown hair. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. That's a much more fair race. But unfortunately, Subaru does not win, so it will not be advancing. Time for second place overall between Toyota and Citroen. Let's see who wins this one. I'm going to say that either of them could win. I mean, I know this car has 4 more points over this one, but that doesn't matter. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, Citroen wins that one. I told you the more points did not matter. Now we have a car from another. We actually have both cars from the same group advancing. The only problem is I don't want this Hyundai advancing because then we'd have 2 Hyundais in there and that would be kind of confusing. But it could happen, just saying. I'm not having fourth place in there only because wait, what happened? Who's fourth place then? The Hyundai wasn't third. The Volkswagen was. That's weird. Those two cars should not be up there then. Oh, they're eliminated. Yeah, that Hyundai wasn't third. It was the Volkswagen. Yeah, the Volkswagen won that. The Hyundai was last. So then these two cars should be here. You should be up there. All right, now it makes more sense. So we won't have two Hyundais advancing. That's a relief. Oh wow, there's 4 people here now. That's even better. Hello everyone that's joining. I want to say it's probably people from Rex's live stream from yesterday that said they were going to stop by and join this live stream. One of them's possibly even Rex Freestyle Pack Rips. I'm not sure, but I'm just throwing that out there as a guess, only because, you know, it's hard for me to know like who these people are without chatting. The WVogs 18. Hey, thanks for joining. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wow, the Ford crashed and somehow it still ends up winning the race, but it looked like it went off course at the end, so they can't really clearly allow him to win the race because he went off course right at the finish line area and then corrected himself back on the track a bit too late. So they're gonna say re-race because of that. 3, 2, 1, go. Looks like the Ford narrowly wins it against the Hyundai. Well, that means that Group 2 will not be advancing, and it's silly that we would even have all of Group 1 advance because we know that the Ford would probably end up winning that race. So it looks like the best first, second, and third is all from Group 1 with the Ford M Sport Blue Rally car, the Volkswagen Polo R, and the Citroen C3 rally car. So those are the ultimate top 3 cars from this rally racing event. Everyone, thanks for watching and joining this live stream. And I will see you all shortly, well, depending on if you're not busy, that is, at the Toy Car Baseball playoffs live stream event, where things will get very interesting and a lot more fun and exciting. Because trust me, 2 teams have 4 brand new players on their teams, so that might shake up the playoffs in Toy Car Baseball for 2024 Season 1 of Toy Car Baseball. Because USA and Germany got 4 new players on their teams, and we don't know how they'll respond with having only 1 new or old player on their team before the other newer players join their teams. Because that player that joined those teams might have been still newer than some of the others, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But that's it for the Diecast Showdown rally racing stuff. Glad you all joined it. I mean, technically, if we want to say first place by points, yes, the Hyundai from Group 2 would have been the overall first place. Then overall second place would have actually been a tie between the Ford and USA from Group 1 and the Toyota Yaris rally car from Group 2. Both of them got 23 points. But because they weren't second place would actually go to the Toyota because Citroen and France only got 19 points. Toyota from Group 2 got 23 points. And then third place overall would go to Subaru in Group 2 with 15 points instead of Group 1 because that was Volkswagen in Germany with only 13 points. And then fourth place overall is actually going to be a tie somehow. So yeah. Well, I just thought I'd mention that because if you wanted to know first place by points, if you wanted to know the standings overall by points, I just told you that and explained all of that. But if you wanted to know it by the actual racing, that's what I just did. I basically just did it both ways. So technically overall, first place, would actually go to Ford and Hyundai because Ford won overall for the racing part of it, but Hyundai wins overall for the points part of it. So hopefully you can all understand that now without any confusion needing to happen. Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. Let me know what you find at your stores for diecast cars or trading cards, because I will try my best to watch your videos whenever I'm able to and have the free time to do it. I might even watch a few actually today. I know I watched a few of Cali Collector 75 videos, but I I try to watch other channels, but sometimes, I forget their channel names, and then it's like, then it makes it difficult for me to type it in the YouTube channel thing because, sometimes when I type a new channel in that I don't know that well, YouTube will say a long list of other channels that have the same name, and then it's hard for you to find that one channel. So hopefully you all know what I mean by that. I mean, because I know some channel names are more unique than others, but it's like, there could be a lot of, channels, with like a name of car or something, or like, I know Rex is the only one with his channel name. Most of the channels that are in Rex's Freestyle Pack Rips, I know they have only their channel name only, but, sometimes YouTube could say like, there's another channel with the exact same name somehow, and you don't realize it until you search it up. So yeah, that's why I want to make sure I actually type in the right channel name, because, sometimes channels will have 2 or 3 channels because one channel does this stuff for their videos or content live stream, and then the other channel under the same person does this other stuff for their videos and things like that. So yeah, I just want to mention that. Bye everyone, thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you shortly at the Toy Car Baseball live stream for the playoffs. Bye. Thank you for being here.